Okay, welcome everybody. Exciting time. Sandy and I were just chatting about why it is that all my best ideas for those things come like the day that I'm going to do them. I got on late today because I was literally like finishing up the website for this because this is a topic that we need to discuss. And it came to me from a question that someone asked just this week about sugar cravings and some of the neurophysiology that goes along with sugar cravings, but more importantly, like what to do about them. So I put together a few thoughts here in a new blog post that I just threw together. And then we're going to talk about a couple of products that you can use to make this better if the drops aren't doing enough. And I've created a landing page where you can buy those that I haven't even tested the dang thing yet. So if you go through it and it doesn't work, please keep in mind I do all my own stunts. So if it's messed up, it's my fault. So anyway, yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's look at this. So trying to optimize my screen here. I can't do that. Okay, so breaking free from sugar cravings, how lipotropic drops, yeast overgrowth, and dopamine imbalances fuel your cravings. So we're looking at just like not just the cravings themselves, but what's actually causing them. And I've linked to the blog, to this blog post in the chat, so you can open it in a new window. And then I will post a link to this blog post in both Circles and our Facebook group. And this is one of those ones that like it's important, so I'm probably going to share it outside of our group as well. But let's just talk about this. Hidden culprits of blood sugar, of sugar cravings could be your liver is struggling to process fat and toxins as you're detoxing. Your sugar cravings can go up. Yeast overgrowth. I think more of us are dealing with this than we realize. Basically, what happens here is our stomach bugs get a little bit weird, and yeast takes over, and that drives sugar cravings. And then low dopamine levels. If we're not producing enough dopamine levels in our brain because our gut function's messed up, that's going to cause you to get into more addictive type behavior. So that needs to be addressed. So let's just talk about this. The role of liver function and sugar cravings. Your liver is responsible for metabolizing fats, processing toxins, and regulating blood sugar. When it's overloaded with toxins and sluggish, your body struggles to break down fat for energy, leading to more sugar cravings. Next month, there's going to be a course on reading your blood work, and liver enzymes are going to be part of that. So we're not going to jump into that here. But here's the what you can experience: strong sugar cravings, fatigue and sluggish metabolism, blood sugar spikes and crashes, stubborn fat, especially around the belly. And one of the mechanisms for the drops that the drops utilize is they're going to support liver detoxification. They're going to enhance your fat metabolism, reduce sugar cravings, and increase your energy and focus just naturally through the drops here. I do want to point out, though, this is why it is vitally, vitally important that when you're on the program and you're taking the drops, you absolutely need to be drinking the water, because it is the water that's going to help flush your liver out and get rid of those toxins. And that's why we're so adamant about, when you hit those plateaus, the first thing that comes to mind is, are we drinking enough water? So as far as liver detoxification, the drops are going to help you do that, and drinking water and movement. And you can see that I did put a little link in there to buy the drops. That's more for general public. I do charge more to general public than I do for you guys that are in the program. So if you need more drops, just let me know. Speaking of drops, I will reach out to the lab today and make sure they got all their materials that they needed. So the ones that we sold on the flash sale, so I can update you on when they will be here in my hands. So let's talk about this yeast-sugar connection and how Candida feeds your cravings. Basically, it comes down to bacteria being goofy. Dysbiosis is the 50-cent word that we use for it in the functional medicine world. So basically what happens is that you go through life and you're using things like hand sanitizers and antibacterial hand soaps and kitchen cleaners and all this, plus, those antibiotic that we are so quick to put ourselves on, that's all going to mess up your gut bugs, and it allows for things like yeast to grow. And when that happens, yeast, candida, those words, by the way, are interchangeable. When that happens, yeast actually ferments sugar in your gut, producing alcohol and acetaldehyde, which creates withdrawal-like symptoms when sugar is absent. So it makes you go into withdrawals, makes you crave sugar. And I'll never forget, like the first time this like came to me or was introduced to me, I was on a bicycle trip with some friends, and I love cinnamon bears, and I was just absolutely going ham on these cinnamon bears. And the guy looks at me and goes, "Dude, do you have a yeast overgrowth?" And that's like this is like 2010, first time I ever heard of this, but it's a thing. So how to combat it? We talk about a three step approach where you starve the yeast. So cut out sugar, refined carbohydrates, and alcohol. That's more of like a tough it out type sorry, just lost my train of thought. That's more of a like cold turkey, cut it out. And that's kind of what we're doing when you go on the program. So when you're eating the way you should, you're doing that already. And then if you need more help, then there is this thing called the Biotics Research makes this thing called the SBO kit, which is basically 3 bottles of supplements that you take that kill yeast, kill bacteria, and then re-inoculate your gut with the right stuff so that it helps with the sugar cravings. So that's one way to do it. You can see there's a link to buy the kit when you go to the link that I put in the chat. It's a little bit more expensive that way, but you can do that. You do that with the drops, and while you're eating the foods that you should be eating, you should only have to go through that one time, get through those 3 bottles, and you'll be surprised at how much those sugar cravings go away. In fact, I would actually recommend doing that at least twice a year just to keep your gut cleaned out and looking the way it should. And if you need more help than that, then there is products out there that are going to help your dopamine production inside of your brain. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is your pleasure neurotransmitter. Dopamine, if you ever want to read a great book that'll scare the hell out of you, Dopamine Nation. Addiction is all about dopamine and dopamine deficiencies from driving the dopamine pathways too much, and then you run out of it. But dopamine can actually, there's ways of supporting dopamine pathways to have less sugar cravings, and that's through this product called Dopaflow, which is just a spray that you spray underneath your tongue a couple times a day. So if you feel like your sugar cravings are more than you can handle, then I would definitely recommend doing all 3 of those things at the same time, where you're taking the drops, you're on that SBO kit, and you're taking that Dopaflow, and doing those 3 things will really help drop your sugar cravings. So that's all there. Again, the link to this post is in the comment section. When I post it on the groups, there'll be a link so you can go to the blog post as well. And I'll take this video and I'll put this video on the blog post as well. You just got to give me some time to do that. So with that, that's what I wanted to share with y'all today. I am going to stop the recording, and y'all are free to ask me whatever questions you want. We can rock and roll.